You know what time it is. You got Jada.
I'm Kai.
And we are calling all Boss Babaes and Creative Kabayan.
It is a remix special Tita break today. I hope you guys are ready.
And for those timing in, before we jump into all of the fun, just please like, subscribe, comment, share, engage, all the things. Okay? I'm gonna give you a second. Okay, let's go. So this is our first episode.
Yes, I know you see me. I know you see Jay.
We miss you, Camille.
We miss you, Camille. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz. Shout out, Liz.
I know you guys are wondering what did we decide to do? What direction are we going?
Mm-hmm. We had options. We said, do we change up? Do we reshift and it's just me and you?
Right.
Are we saying, patting ourselves on the back and saying, we did 2 years, 5 seasons, good job, team? Or do we recruit
and find the best suitable Titas out there?
Yeah. So we came back from the Philippines. Yes. We adjusted to time zones, got back to real life.
Yes.
And we met up and we're like, what are we doing? So one thing that definitely, it was like, we can't let this go. Like, as much as we kind of understood everything that was happening and all the different paths that were being explored, we just couldn't let go. However, we also understood the beauty of Tita Salita and the diversity of opinion, person, different humans, different walks of life. Purpose.
Journeys.
And, it was important to keep that. But then that led us to our next question. Who is going to take these spots? Like, honestly, so.
I would love you guys to guess if you have some guesses, but.
Nah. You guys ain't getting this. You're not gonna guess who we chose.
I know.
But without further ado, we want to introduce you guys to 2 very amazing, awesome women. And we're so excited to have them here.
So excited.
Let's give it up for Tita Mickey and Tita Jess.
Yay! Thanks so much, guys.
Okay, wait, which one's who? Which one's who? Who's who? But yeah, let's just jump off the deep end here. So, fun facts, Tita Mickey, tell us about yourself.
Super fun fact, this is my first time ever being a Tita. So,
we kind of deemed her without her knowing. We're like, so you're a Tita?
She was like, not ready.
So this is cool for me. I don't know if you could tell, but I am mixed race, Filipina. I'm Filipino and Jamaican. And another thing about me is I am gonna be like your younger, cooler cousin that's gonna show you what
She's our inside mole. Gen Z generation.
I'm not Gen Z. I'm like right on the cusp, but like I can speak their language sometimes. Like I can kind of get it. A little about me is I also am married. I have 2 very beautiful children, beautiful husband, and I have my own baking business where I make the most amazing, delicious cakes. Called Baking My Fields, because that's what I do, literally baking in my fields every day. So if you don't see me on here, catch me on the internet.
Yes, I love it.
They're delicious, by the way. I've had them.
All right, next on the lineup, we got Tita Jess in the house.
Yes.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I'm just like really super happy to be here with Jada and Kai and now Mickey. I was here before, but I'm happy that I'm here in a different way. I was kind of wearing my hat as a journalist, and now I get to kind of be a little bit more fun. Yeah. But I'm a Scorpio. I'm married to a Leo, and then I'm a mom of 2 as well. But my babies are a decade apart, and they're both Pisces. They're also both rabbits. So it's like 3 water signs with our one fire sign. So it's always like us against dad, which I love. It's the best. My whole life I've been like a little disruptive, and I always got in trouble, but I think that's kind of like what led me here, having like really great conversations, challenging people. So right now I am a journalist, but like I like to just say like I'm a storyteller through food and now doing healthcare, but I'm really happy I'm here.
Yay!
Happy to have you here
We're happy to have you both here.
Oh man, so this first official episode, I'm super excited. But with that said, we're gonna take a break. We got a lot in store for you guys, so you don't wanna miss it. We'll be right back after this.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are now going to address our Filipino phrase of the day, and I have the honor of starting it off. So we're going to do a Tagalog version and a Visaya version. So the first phrase we have in Tagalog is "subukan mo," which means try it. Just try it.
Subukan mo.
Everybody ready? Subukan mo.
Subukan mo. All
Okay.
together now. 1, 2, 3. Subukan mo.
And I think that's very fitting because
Yes.
I'm literally trying this podcast for the first time. So I'm gonna try it.
And you're trying being a tita.
I'm also trying to be a tita, so we'll see how this fits.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, next one, the same thing. So this one is our Visaya phrase. It's "Paduyon lang."
Girl, you are killing it.
Nice. Mind you, this girl came and she's like, I can't speak.
I can't.
So this girl's accent is so strong.
Your accent is so good.
Padayon. Yun.
Yun or yun?
Yun. That's why I spelled
Okay.
it like that.
Padayon lang.
Ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Padayon lang, which
Oh.
means go for it. So we got try it and we got go for it, which is very fitting for this week's podcast, I would say.
Yes.
I love
Very
it.
much
Amazing.
so.
Love it.
All right. Actually, speaking of Gen Z.
Not there yet.
Now that the Gen Z
On the
has
cusp.
spoken.
On the cusp.
On the cusp.
Okay, what's up?
Have you guys heard of the term shreking?
No.
Great movie.
So good. Like literally so
Love
good.
shreking. Love
Classic.
Mike Myers. Okay.
Eddie Murphy. Okay.
But Cameron Diaz though.
Oh, love Cameron Diaz. Yeah.
And she loves Filipino.
Oh yeah, she loves Filipino.
She loves
I love that audio. Her name
I love Filipino.
Yeah.
Chicken adobo?
Yeah.
Lumpia?
Yeah.
She's someone like, I feel like she always gives homegirl vibes.
In true form, we segue to food.
We always end up going back to food. Did you know, actually, by the way, the new Shrek with Zendaya, apparently the people have spoken, they all guessed what the storyline was.
Did they leak it though? Like, does that live somewhere? It
No,
says
I
whether
don't
it's
know.
actually happening.
Okay, that I didn't see. I'd have to
Okay.
fact check. I'm gonna assume like the Reddits and the
It's like the audience collectively made
Yeah,
guesses.
they basically all assumed the storyline,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "Okay, we're gonna stop production," and they're redoing the whole thing.
How did you guys know?
Yeah,
People know
at least
this.
they caught it, as opposed to
Yeah.
spending all the money, right? And
Yeah.
then it's gone. Anyhow, so Gen Z has created this new term for dating someone unattractive, so they treat you good.
Oh.
Shreking.
There's so many things. So my husband, I don't
like
know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but he's a 10, right? Like, and I will say it, he's a 10, you know? Thank you, okay, he's a 10. Okay, and he's tall, like, you know, like, when you think of like an attractive, he's tall,
Yeah.
he's mixed race, right? Like, and like people are like, oh, he could be like a model, but he never went that way. He has like a very labor intensive job, and my dad's like, aren't you scared to marry him? Like, he's so good looking, like, and I'm like, Dad, like, first of all, am I not on the same level? I'm not. But
What are you saying?
like, it's great though because he doesn't actually like know how hot he is. Right? He doesn't go, and I love that.
Don't we love that thing? Like,
Don't we love when they're unaware?
They're unaware. I'm like, wait, you're so hot. Like, I don't understand. How did this happen? And he's younger than me as well. But
Okay.
But I like this because, and I know that it's happening so much because like really hot 10s, and you hear it all the time. They're like, women are having such a hard time, like men with like online and like all of the social apps, like they're just going on to the next thing, and there's not a lot of commitment anymore, and a lot of people are getting married.
Girl.
True.
So I like totally support this, and I think that sometimes you might not think that person's attractive, like physically, but when you get to know them and you know you connect on deeper levels, like you will build attraction in other ways.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Shout out to you, because you took a positive approach to that statement where I was like, what the hell? Like, I took it like in a negative, like, where it's like, oh, you're not really attracted to me. You just want to be treated like, you know? Oh my
But
God.
I think that
I'm gonna have to reflect
there's
on that
value
later.
in that though. Like
I can go there.
Here I am being the bridge because I think the negative part of it is like intentionally dating someone that's less attractive than you. Like if you're doing it on purpose, like I know I'm more attractive
like
than
taking
you,
advantage.
taking advantage,
Got
right?
you,
I think
yes.
if that's something you're doing purposefully, that's not cool. If that's how
You're
the cards
both
kind of fall, you're both
Yeah.
if the cards fall that way and you're attracted to someone because of how they treat you, I think that's a great reason to be in a
good
relationship,
reason.
right?
Yes,
like
exactly.
and if we're just doing statistics and we look at history patterns and dating patterns, sometimes it is the people that
Shut up, Kim.
Yeah. Sometimes it is the people that like society was rated as unattractive. And again, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You can't say someone is or isn't attractive, right? So I see where the intention is, because I think being valued and being treated nicely in a relationship is something you should be striving to attain, right?
Yeah.
So.
And that's like the bare minimum, no?
Right?
Yeah.
But some people go just on attraction, just physical attraction.
Well, to piggyback off that, that's what I was going to say when it comes down to shreking. Like, who is the judgment of, like, who's hot and who's not? Like, if I could personally think someone's really hot because of how they are, how they value me, or how they carry themselves in public, but then maybe universally they're not considered hot, right? So, like, what is really shreking?
Exactly. What is it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I had a really recent conversation about this with one of my girlfriends. I've identified what my type is, physically.
Yeah.
I've looked at my dating pattern. I was like, oh, maybe I do have a type. My husband is 100% that type.
You go, girl.
I married the right person. But for her, when we were rating her categories of attractiveness, her thing was intellectual. The first thing that attracts her to someone before she even knows what they look like physically is where they are on a mental state, on an academic state, intellectual state. So for her, that's attractive. Whereas I can have my list of physical attributes, and she has her list of educational, intellectual attributes that she looks
word
for.
for that? Is that sapiosexual?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, as me as a single dollar bill, I follow her even just from my dating past, the amount of times I'm like, oh my god, this guy's so hot, but then it was you can't even hold the conversation, or you're just not the brightest or whatever. Yeah. Or there have been times where there's a guy and I'm like, I can tell they're kind of interested. Or the more you get to learn or know them, then you look at them, or there may be that shifting moment where they're standing somewhere under a light, and I'm like,
Maybe.
Yeah.
you're hot. You're actually so nice and so hot.
Yeah.
But that was over time. So with that said, is it shallow or just honest to admit you date someone less attractive if they treated you better?
See, that's such
What's
a loaded
shallow?
question.
What's shallow,
That's a
right?
loaded question.
Because you should want to be treated well in a relationship. That's
Yeah.
what attracts you, and that's what builds lasting relationships, I would say. You wanted to say something? What are you going to add?
No, I was saying period. Seriously. That was my
Right, but think long term, think marriage. Everybody ages. Everybody, your physical looks dissipate.
Yes.
So you have to be in love with the person and the relationship you guys build together. To me, I think that's more important.
But how do you guys feel about when you have a type, and if you are really into somebody's personality, and that person's but they don't tick the box, even if so let's just say it's a blind date, and they're going on it, and you say all these great things about that person, and then that person sees a photo of that, and they're like, no. And there's just no, there's no okay, I'll meet them and see how it is. But that's what online dating is, right? They can have an amazing Hinge profile. Oh my gosh, Hinge profiles are crazy now.
It's a resume.
Do you know what was in my husband's Tinder profile?
What?
I'll treat you like Kanye treats, and I was like, I can't even finish it.
What?
I'll treat you like Kanye treats Kanye, and I was
I'm dead.
I can't physically swipe on this person, but he looks so cute. That's all he gave me.
That would work for me.
And I swiped. I took a chance here. Thankfully, he is normal. I don't think I want him to. I don't know if I want him to.
I call that confidant.
But you know what's funny? It's funny that you say that, because there's so many profiles I've swiped left. But as I'm going through the profile, I'm like, bro, first of all, also a lot of guys, I don't think you guys understand angles with photos and selfies.
Gosh, yeah.
And I feel like they do a disservice for themselves. To your point, you could be a great guy, but because you chose memes instead of putting photos of yourself, you didn't put any photos. Terrible photos. I'm like, yeah, a girl's gonna swipe left. Or sometimes I've seen a guy, I'm like, yo, if you just got a lineup and someone styled you.
A lineup is makeup. Lineups are makeup for men. Lineups are makeup for men.
So we're gonna take a break right here. But that's
Well, we have a new
y'all.
sound because we have new Tita.
Yeah, because we're too dull and talk too much.
She gave us an alarm. We've never had an alarm.
All right, y'all. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back, everybody. We were just talking about shreking, a Gen Z term, and I'm just going to throw another question in. Should people be offended if they realize they're being shreked?
How would they know?
Nobody's gonna know.
I'm dead. I think it depends depends how they find out.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, do they tell you to your face? Because now you guys have solidified a relationship. And they're like, it's so funny that we're here now because this is what I thought in the beginning
that would
or
be a
something.
bad one,
Or do you hear your significant other on the phone being like, like
it's like overheard conversation.
Like, he's so ugly. Like,
Oh my god.
can you imagine?
Wait,
like,
for clarification, educate me. To be shreked is you're the ponged one?
Yeah.
I guess.
And shreking is you're
the attractive one, then
Yeah.
Am I the Shrek or the
I'm like, being shreked, does that mean I'm okay, got it.
Okay, so there's being shreked and then shrekking somebody else.
Yeah, so you're
being
the
on the
one being
receiving
shreked.
end of being shreked.
comprende.
So
Got
you
it.
were
Yeah.
chosen because you treat them well.
And you're,
may
But
not,
I'm ugly.
You're ugly.
Either ugly or you weren't initially
So
attractive in the
offensive.
beginning.
Maybe I just treat people
to you
well.
now,
Yeah.
right? I don't know.
This is dark, but I always feel like this
it.
is so dark. But I
Give it
always
to
feel
us.
like I'm being like people like I'm the person that's like always like lower in the relationship. Whether it's
Why do you say that?
Sorry, because I said it's gonna be dark. I mean, as a single mom, you come with a lot of baggage, especially when you're dating in the incestuous pool of like all Filipinos and everyone knows your business,
Looking
right?
at her like you're literally gorgeous. Shut up.
No,
yeah,
stop. No,
literally
but
glowing.
so I think like I'm already in that situation, so I don't feel like it's that bad because you're already going into it. So I feel like maybe like if you know maybe you're not that attractive to begin with, I'm just being real,
Yeah,
you know,
no,
like
I welcome it.
like
but I'm also
that
like,
maybe they're just
you
like
are beautiful.
I'm holding back disagreeing.
I know,
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
would say, like,
Go ahead, girl.
this is even darker, but just imagine you're like, you know, an average guy, you're a little bit like on the shorter side or whatever, like, because height is such a big thing in the dating world. Like, people
Shout
put
out
their
the
height, that's
Shrekings.
it, in their profiles. I'm like, what? You're just 6'1", cool. Like, that's great. But, like, if you know, like, you're short, especially like now, I see so many taller women dating shorter men, and I'm like, good
Yes.
for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if they know that already, I feel like you could be like, you know, she was maybe like a little bit out of my league, but she gave me a shot, and I showed her that I was like a good person. Now she's still with me.
I made up for
Honestly,
it.
that's fair. It's
made
like
up for it in
you play to
personality.
your strengths. You know what you're good at. You know what you can bring to the
Absolutely.
relationship. Then
I
you
actually
just
dislike that there's a word for it because I feel like
Yeah.
there shouldn't be a word for
yeah.
it. And don't disrespect Shrek and make it an ugly thing.
Yeah,
my
Shrek is
Myers
beautiful.
like, what did I do?
Right?
And you're a 10.
Honestly.
I'll be offended if it was like, if I find out in a negative way. I would not be offended if like me and you are locked. Like I know me and you are good.
And you've built
And
something now.
yeah, you know what I mean? If we have something to stand on, cool, whatever. We're stuck with each other now. Like you're mine. But if I found out like it was like someone taking advantage of me, and I already feel like I'm such a not like I don't say this like to my own horn, but sometimes I feel like I'm too nice. You know what I mean? So then to hear that about yourself, I'd be like, oh man, that would definitely be a blow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
All right.
I don't know if too nice
Is that
either,
Bustos?
too.
Who's Bustos?
Speaking of bastos,
Yay!
good pitch. Let's see, we got a few options
you?
here. Should we number it? We can do
I want to
Russian
hear
roulette.
about number 2. I've been waiting. What is
Yeah,
number 2?
same.
Oh my god.
Oh, she's actually.
yeah.
She's reading them.
Okay, I can do this one, guys. Side note, we're gonna have a link soon because we want you guys to submit Am I Bustos stories. So more to come.
Please.
Am I Bustos for, how would I even phrase this? Maybe I'm gonna do a reverse. We're gonna do something different this time. I'm gonna tell you the story, and then you tell me if I'm Bustos or not for what I kind of thought in towards that. Okay, so go on the apps, match with this dude. He's great. He's a nice guy. We have similar humor. He's consistent with his messaging, all that good stuff. During the conversation, he tells, I told him that, you know, what do you like to do on your spare time? I said, I love to do photo walks. He goes, great, let's go for a photo walk. I said, awesome. You pick the location, and then we can go. Picks the location. We're going to do a nature walk. Great. The night before, he goes, do you want to grab Starbucks tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, that's great.
Got my drink, got my walk.
Picks me up, opens the door. Energy is good. We get to the Starbucks. And it's like, as soon as I said, what do I want?
Oh, no.
And I'm looking at the menu. All of a sudden, he was like, not within my vicinity. In my peripherals, I could see he's like behind me diagonally. And I was like, is he not going to order with me? Okay. So then the cashier goes, okay, I can help you. Who's next? As soon as I took that step forward, he was gone. This guy was not close. I said, I'm buying
With your own
my
drink.
own Starbucks.
Okay.
All right. First date. Okay.
Okay.
Buying Starbucks. We go on the date. Very nice. Like, still a great guy, but I think I'm also getting like.
Why would he
Homey
suggest it then? Because you didn't have to have the Starbucks.
Okay.
I thought that. I'm happy someone else said it. So, anyways,
You didn't have to
the
ask
day
me.
went well.
Do you want to buy yourself a drink?
Bro. We also went to McDonald's after.
Okay.
Did not pay for the McDonald's either. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
And I'm trying to be understanding because I get, sometimes dudes.
Did he recommend McDonald's? Like, do you want something to eat too?
It wasn't like, oh, do you want to get something? I think it was like, oh, it was like, are you hungry? It's like, yeah, let's just go grab.
Let's go grab whatever.
something
Whatever.
quick.
Yeah. For surf and turf. And then he's like, so then we go, got me on McDonald's, and then I'm like, this is where I might bust us because I'm like, great guy. Been communicating, consistent with the messaging, lots of things in common. Am I bustos for like being so turned off that you didn't pay for my Starbucks and McDonald's?
No.
Is that
No.
Who's taking the mic
Okay,
first?
No.
There's so many red
absolutely
flags,
not.
but
So then,
We ordered
on
some
top of that, so because I was in this space of like, am I bustos or not? Goes, okay, let's go see a movie. And I said, hey, like, I was very honest. I was like, hey, I get paid on Friday. I'm kind of like, I'm tight this week. He goes, no problem. He's like, I can cover it. Plus it's Tuesday. All right. Okay. I get picked up for this date.
Mickey.
Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Catching flat.
did you drink the water?
Did you have dinner? And I said, oh, I had a late lunch. And I have a granola bar in my bag. Also low-key kind of testing you.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, that's terrible.
What's terrible?
So are you gonna?
Yeah.
I have a
Anyways.
granola bar.
Next topic, conversation continues. Then he goes, before we step inside, he goes, do I want popcorn? And I'm like, are you gonna offer me anything?
Like, are you on a date? Or are you guys hanging out? Like, what is it?
Yeah.
Guys, now I pose a question to you guys. Can
Okay.
you guys guess what size popcorn this man bought me?
Well, please don't say small.
You got you the kids side. Don't tell me you got you kids. If you got you kids, I'm gonna find this person and fight them later. You did? You get you kids?
Popcorn mini.
Stop. We're gonna go to a movie later.
The whole thing.
First of all, he's bust us. I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Okay,
very
so-
bustos.
But that was my experience, and I think I was like, again, maybe that's another example of me being too nice because I was like,
No.
he's nice, but
No.
Can we bring him
especially-
on the show? We just have an interview.
Answers.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be
What
so
is
for
that
real. It's like you're not 15 years old. Like we're literally grown adults.
Towards the end of the movie date, that's I was like, I feel like I'm taking my nephew out. Like I don't feel like you're a man who's trying to court me, trying to woo me.
No, and it's not.
None of that. Yeah.
And again, this is not like you being high maintenance or pay bills. It's like
We're
literally.
talking a coffee, a Happy Meal, and a popcorn. Like,
That's a good day for me. That's a good day for me.
Yeah. I'll go to Timmy's
so
even if
simple.
Starbucks is too much.
Especially if he's the one initiating.
did he let you hold the popcorn?
And it sat between us.
First of all, I always need my own popcorn. One has to be like triple layered, jalapenos, nacho cheese, extra large iced tea. If you're not getting me that, I'm not coming.
VIP theater, please.
Yeah.
True. Okay, wait.
No, please, you're grown up. Date like a grown up.
Thank you.
That's how I feel.
Thank you.
I
I don't feel
mean-
bustos because I was like, am I the bustos
No.
one? Like, am I being
I
crazy?
think what adds a little, like a lot of, not even a little, a lot of insult to injury is that he's almost like, he's like premeditating that he's about to do something and then he doesn't do it. Do you want Starbucks? Psych. Do you want to get something to eat? On you. Did you eat today? I did.
Crazy.
Like it's like, are you just making conversation?
Yeah.
Or like just like you had like you were honest. You're like, you know what? It's not a good week for me, and there was the honesty there. Like, and I think as adults, like I think that's important, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, act your wage, live in your means. You were honest. Like, how come why is he head faking you?
Yeah.
He's bust us for the head fake.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Or is he like just delulu and thinks like this is common practice?
I hope not.
Lord,
I
like,
really hope not.
I hope not.
I can't even, words won't even come out. I was gonna say something and then it like left my body.
She wants to interview him.
I couldn't even grasp it.
What is that show when you all sit him down? What is that called?
Intervention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like can I just say how old is he?
He was 3 years younger than me.
Okay, does he still live at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Has he always lived at home?
So
That I don't know. Actually, I didn't know.
But okay, like so before I met my husband, I was dating like a lot. Okay, I would like just say that. I don't care, no shit. Okay, I was dating. I obviously had a kid, and it's like I wasn't thinking that way now. But then I was like, oh my gosh, what if he like finds out he's hot and he like leaves me? What am I gonna do? And then I think I'm like, okay,
So real for
like,
saying that.
no, but it's just like okay. Like Kristen Cavallari from like Laguna Beach was talking about how she's single now, and she's like, I need to be pursued. Like we're just like at a point in our age too where it's like we need to be dating like business professionals who like not know how to only take care of you, but like know how to take care of themselves and like their
family and
household
Yes.
and like their finances.
Yep.
And if you're not gonna buy me a coffee,
Say it again for those in the back.
a coffee on our first date that you asked to go to.
Because did you bring up Starbucks?
No.
Did you bring Tim Hortons?
Gone on the walk.
Not only that,
Literally
let's just say he was strapped, okay? Let's say
Yeah.
he was strapped for cash. Make a coffee at home and bring it for her, or go to Tim Hortons. Because if you go to Tim Hortons for your one drink, you could have got two.
Yes,
This girl
pack
from
a
Toronto.
picnic.
This girl from Toronto said she was asked out on a date. The guy suggested the picnic, and then like literally the day before, like hours before, it was like, oh yeah, BYOF. Bring your own
Oh
food.
my gosh, this is why there are so many single women, guys.
Go home and hug your husbands tonight.
I didn't even know BYOF is a thing.
This is not a thing. That's called potluck. You made that potluck. That's Filipino potluck. Okay,
Is that a
kidding?
BYOF is a thing? How dare you?
Oh,
Crazy on these.
I'm uncomfy.
It's turning. Because I'm trying to be polite. We are on air.
Do a PSA to men today.
You know what's a phrase that's out right now too that I think is like it's more common that I've been seeing online. The whole like if a man wants to,
He would.
He would.
he would. That's a man.
I just watched this clip of this girl. It was a reel, but she didn't know how to define love into words, and then she found this thing where her dad and her mom were separated for like I guess he had to go to war or something like that.
Yeah.
And he made a crane for every day that he was away from her.
I saw that story.
That is adorable.
Listen,
my
costs no money.
gosh.
It costs absolutely no money to be thoughtful.
Love.
Yeah.
And it costs absolutely no money to be intentional.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like, be creative and,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tita advice.
Like,
100%.
men, it's not, sometimes it isn't about the money, it's
not
how you
about
show
the money.
up and your intention and how you
Exactly.
show up with that intention.
Yep.
Go learn how to fold a crane.
Yeah.
Origami.
Yeah.
And never send a woman BYOF.
BYOF is rude. It's so
That's
disrespectful.
Ay, nako.
It's major bust ups.
Perfect note. We're gonna take a break right here because we're all still stunned. Okay. BRB. Welcome back. One of our segments of the show, Tita's in the City. I want to shout out Her Market, which, fun fact,
Oh,
that's how you met me. And I remember you showed up and I was like,
me.
this girl's display is fire. This girl had signage, all the props and things.
Energy, passion, all of it.
More energy. More
No,
passion.
honestly, and I had the best day because you put me next to the DJ and he
Yes.
was bombing.
Yes.
I wasn't even working. I wasn't even trying to make sales at this point. I was like, yo, he's playing all the tunes right now. And I think he's Filipino too, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
I was like, yo, these are my people.
Yes.
Oh, I'm home.
And I just want to say, that day was chilling and grilling.
Yeah.
For anyone that knows that party.
Yes.
There were people who were showing up.
Yeah.
Zerwin, sorry, excuse me.
DJ?
He was so good that people who were there for that party
They left
were
their
actually
event to come to like, yo, what's on here?
That's our event.
wow.
Yes.
Because it was that good.
No, it was a fire day.
So yes. Oh, so good.
So good.
Oh, such a good, crazy, full circle. Anna was showcasing her art. She did
Yes.
in there
I
as
was
well.
a vendor there. I was in the hot sun, and Mickey came over with a mini cupcake, just
Spreading the
randomly
love.
introduced
Always
herself.
spreading the love. Look at
Always
that.
spreading her love. Her energy was just infectious.
Spreading my feels, actually.
Look at us.
My feels.
Spreading her feels.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Go.
And look at us now.
Now we're on a damn show. Look at us go.
Okay, look at us. Tita's in the city. Who else is in the city? What's up?
We're
else?
literally in the city.
Yeah.
So with that said, shout out Her Market. We got a fun event coming up called Charmed. Charmed by Her Market because it's fall.
Yes.
Spooky season is here. So if that sounds like your jam, definitely come and come say hi. Come check it out. We're gonna have a few things set up, a few fun activations. It's gonna be a stacked market once again. But
Always
it's
a vibe.
cold, so we're gonna be inside.
Okay.
Don't worry about the outdoor elements. We're gonna be inside. We're gonna make sure that you get set up right. Vendor applications are open, so if you know somebody, or maybe it's you yourself, click the link, sign up. We'd love to have you.
Yes.
I co-sign. Always a vibe. Always a vibe.
Having
You're
FOMO
team
that
her.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Now we have to go. Maybe we need a little
TITC.
TITC outing of us.
We do. We need an outing. For
Yes,
sure.
definitely. But yeah, what else is going on in
Yeah,
the city?
what else you
guys?
guys
What got going on?
Well, we're talking about that. I'm actually thinking of doing like a writing workshop for moms, some self-care. But I really started talking about self-care with my family, and it kind of came out of like what's been going on between me and my husband. But my grandma one day, she's like, my husband's just being normal, you know, like taking care of the kids and just like, you know, throwing out his food.
Being
like
a parent.
normal stuff. And then my grandma's like, Jess, and I'm like, what, Grandma, what's up? And she doesn't like to be called Lola, she's Grandma.
Mine's the same.
I hate that, but it's okay. And she was like, your husband's so well trained, he's so good for you. And like, you know, like rewarding me. And my grandfather, he already passed away, but it was like very traditional with them.
Yeah.
And then like
Like
even with
homemaker. She's a homemaker.
homemaker,
And then he gets money.
she was a secretary, and my grandfather was a translator for Filipinos in court.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. So he always wanted like my mom to be a lawyer and all that
That's so
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, so he'd always come home and tell us like these crazy stories.
Do we call him Lolo or Grandpa?
No, they both wanted to be called grandma and grandpa. I guess like I just think like sometimes for people, especially them, they have more like Spanish attributes. Like they really like leaned into assimilation, which is sad.
The European Anglophone.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
and their English was very good. Like my grandfather, you couldn't even really hear his accent at all. And even now they make fun of my mom. They're like that doesn't sound right. You're not pronouncing properly, so she gets kind of sad. But I was like, Grandma, I didn't train him. Okay.
No dog.
I'm like, things are different now, you know, like equal rights. And me and my husband at first when we moved in, I like really spoiled him because I'm courting him too as much as he's courting me. You know,
love
I
that.
spoil a little bit. Yeah, really.
Yep.
I still had to court him, so he moved in. And I was like, okay, yeah, happy home and blah, blah, blah. And then I went into like COVID. So we were together like all the time.
Yeah.
And we fought a lot about chores, like a lot. And I had my daughter with us too. And I'm like, okay. And I told him straight up, like, not your traditional Filipino wife, sorry.
Not sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to be the one to say it, but thank you.
Not sorry at all.
If we're going to be together and we're going to take like next steps, especially like buying a house before we get married, then like you need to understand, like you need to pull your weight.
Yep.
Both work jobs.
Thank
I have a child,
Yep.
and we're going to do like equal chores. So now we're talking, and he's great. Like he'll offer to cook. I hate his cooking, but he'll offer to cook. At least he offers.
Yeah.
I love you, babe. But seriously, it's not that
Does he know that you hate it? Or we announced this to the
I don't
internet
hate
for
it.
the first
Sorry.
time?
Okay. It's just I've taught him how to cook chicken so many times, and he never cooks it the right way, and it's always dry. That's all. Okay, but like he'll do the laundry.
Chicken boobs or like chicken adobo?
Just like chicken breasts, like you know.
Oh, so he's overcooking it.
Yeah, and then it's dry and hard as a rock. Like you throw it at the wall and it can break.
Oh no.
So now like he'll cook, he'll clean, he watches the kids, everything's great. My grandparents and mom are always like, is he okay? Like, are you sure he can handle all this? Like, if I go away from a business trip, my mom's like, who's gonna take care of the kids? I'm like, my husband, the dad, girl, like, come on. And because she's so far away, so she can't help. But his mom will help, but still. So I'm like, he's good, he's okay. And they're always checking in to make sure like my husband is happy. I'm like, girls, he's fine, okay?
Oh my gosh.
But now he like kind of turned it around on me, and then I'll be like, oh, can you like clean the garbage, and he's like, equal rights. you can do it too. And I'm like, oh, okay, but he's right.
No, for me, sorry.
But
Garbage is hard no.
And it's true, right? But it's like, I mean, for the most part, we're still like traditional in the ways of like, he does like outside things and I still do like cooking.
Gotcha, yeah.
But I like that it's interchangeable. And I think what's kept us like married and happy, and I guess how he's so well trained, we're both well trained, is that like we challenge each other. So it's like, hey, like you held me accountable to this. I'm gonna hold you accountable, and if you don't follow through, then I'm like, I'm not gonna follow through.
I love that so much.
Yeah, I think it's radical honesty. It's open lines of communication. Like, I think that's great and so necessary in relationships.
Also, I really love, and I have to like really highlight the fact that you keep highlighting things like I have to court him, like equal rights, or like now that we're both trained, not you, we're both well trained. It's like it's such a union, and it shows in how you speak about your marriage.
Honestly, kudos to you for that, because not a lot of marriages have that type of strength and that type of camaraderie to build.
Yeah. Shout out your union.
100%. You can keep talking about them all you want.
But it's funny though too, because like when you talk to your parents about it, and you never want them to think like, oh, I'm being disrespectful because maybe you guys had a traditional Filipino household. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
But the whole part of like growing in generations and having your own kids is like learn all the best things from my relationship with your dad and how I parented you. Take them, change it.
And what else can I do better?
Right, but if my daughter does that, I'm not gonna be insulted. Like every time she does something like super cool that I didn't do growing up, I'm like, whoa, like that was so cool. Like like she's dating somebody now, and I'm like, I would, if he didn't answer my phone call, I would have called him 100 times. AKA why your dad, like I remember numbers I'm not supposed to because I was redialing. But you don't do that. And she's like, I'm not gonna call him until he calls me. I'm like, oh my, inner Jess, baby Jess, like, you have strength, I did not. And that's like evolution, right? So it's really cool seeing. I just wish my mom like didn't hound me about if my husband's happy. He's happy, you know, don't worry.
I just want to say that's so important to relate it to singlehood and trying to find a partner in this day and age. The whole like traditional man versus traditional women. What does that even mean? Like, do you know what I mean? And I think there's it's gone. I think there's elements that can still be kept, we have, but how will you even know what that is if you guys aren't talking about it, right? And it's what works for you is going to be completely different for whoever else down the street, right? As long as you guys are aligned and.
I was just going to say the number one is alignment, because we can be compatible and we can have all the T's
like the
crossed,
same things.
but are we aligned?
Yeah.
Is our vision aligned? Can we get aligned? Yeah. Anyways, we heard our doorbell, so
we didn't get to your workshop.
Oh, I think I did at the very beginning. Yeah, it's okay, all good.
No.
But yes. All right. Well, we gotta go answer the door.
Oh yes, you did it.
Yeah, she plugged a little bit.
Yes. Okay. But we're gonna take a break, and once we're back, we're gonna have some halo halo to close things off.
Okay, so time for halo halo, the segment where we never have halo halo.
We should.
We totally should.
We've been saying this.
No, I shouldn't say never. Very, very sparse. I think the percentage is 99.1.
Okay, got it.
Shout out Janet from Point Goddess. She
for
did
giving
buy
us that one
for
day.
one halo halo segment.
For our 1 year anniversary.
Yes.
Aww.
Which actually we just celebrated our 2nd year anniversary. Yay! We'll do applause for that one. But you guys know Shay Mitchell? Mitchell?
Mitchell. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so heavy sigh over there. So she's collabed now with the Gap.
Okay.
So she got Gap money now.
Hey.
But it's a travel hoodie now. It's with an inflatable neck pillow. And there's a Temu version with an eye mask connected. Oh, sorry, no, there's something separate. So like this was what she's launched, but then I went through the comments. They're like, there's a version on Temu, but it also comes with an eye mask. But anyways, I thought that was cool. I mean, I have my opinions about Shay. I don't know how you guys feel, but the Shay aside, the product I thought was cool, and I would want that for traveling. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
No.
I feel like one person should buy it, and then we should all use it to test it out.
Like the traveling hoodie.
Yes.
Anyways, we should have brought up her on My Bustos.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Bustos. What do you think of Shay?
No, I don't know.
Okay, let's tell us what it is too.
Okay, this is what I know. Fact check me however you
Yeah,
need.
please.
But basically, like I knew her because she claimed her being a Filipina, but then she was on an interview of some sort, and then I think
she changed it to Spanish.
And she
kind of like what your grandparents kind of leaned into was like she's hasn't publicly acknowledged. Someone asked her background or whatever, and she said, "Oh, because of my Spanish background," but she didn't acknowledge the fact that she's actually Filipina. So it's almost like she's erasing that part of her culture or trying to change the narrative of the culture she represents.
And she got a lot of backlash
And
for
to
that
add
too.
to the backlash, she never acknowledged the backlash and said, "No, I am." To
this day, and this happened months
this
ago.
day,
Yeah,
like,
earlier 2025.
She's not Filipino anymore.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
Which is why the look, because I was like,
So I think I heard like a little bit about it, but it didn't blow up on my feed. I mean, I have so many feelings.
Okay, sorry, I want to hear you.
Let's do it.
You know, assimilation, colonization. This is obviously what I like live and breathe like at work.
Yeah.
But like I even talk about we do this name thing where we're like, think of all the names that you've been called, and I learned it from a workshop. But then I always think about my last name that's supposed to be, which is Kiatsieres, which is Macedonian. And they had to change it so it was easier. Like they weren't forced, but it was like, oh, your name's kind of hard, which I feel like still happens, right? Like, and so many people have a Canadian name or what's your English name, and it makes me so mad. It's
Me
like,
too, honestly.
learn your name, like learn the person's name. Maybe you might butcher it, but just say
try.
it. Just try.
Yeah, at least try to learn it.
Or like make a nickname from like their original name that they feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So yeah, that makes me mad. I don't know why. And I asked my dad, I'm like, when you were young, was being Filipino like weird? Like, was it bad? Was it associated to being bad? He's like, no, like we were so cool. And I'm like, okay.
Still are cool,
Sorry.
by the way.
Because he went
very cool.
I think he went. I didn't think he went to Neil
coolest.
McNeil, but like it was like all Italians, like all. Yeah. So he was like cool because he was like different. Yeah. Right. But and then like I feel like if you're in Scarborough, if you're Filipino, you're cool, right? You're still cool. We're all from Scarborough. We can say that, right? But then like when you go to like little pockets, like where I live now, like being Filipino is like not a cool thing. It's like you're being looked down on because everybody in my neighborhood is literally like the help if you're Filipino. So it makes me mad when I hear things like this because like why do you not want to be Filipino?
Especially when you're in a position that has so much light on you and you're like, and more like she's in a position of influence. It's like, why would you not want to celebrate the culture that raised you and the family that you come from? So I feel like that's honestly disrespectful.
Yeah, I agree.
She had a very huge following. Huge following. Just even if she was even like you know how
Like the
Filipinos are.
5%,
If you're like 5%,
Yeah.
it's like we claim you, you're Filipino. Like so excited that someone of any kind of Filipino blood, whatever it is.
Look at me, I'll tell everybody. I'll tell the world.
Look at that t-shirt though. Look at that t-shirt.
Honestly.
Right?
Right?
Say Toronto Filipino.
Toronto Filipino. So, no. That made
But
me
you even
upset.
talked about too, like how like when people don't know when people know you're Filipino, it makes you really happy.
Oh yeah. So we missed it. What I was telling the other day, because obviously everyone could tell I'm mixed race. They could tell I'm half black. They always assume the other side is white, or they guess the other side, right? I had an interaction the other day with like through baking where someone came up to me. She's like, "Oh, like you're Filipino, right?" And I'm like, "I am Filipino." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Filipino and Jamaican." She's like, "You're only part Filipino. You're not full." I'm like, "Oh, you thought I was full Filipino? No way!" And like it made me feel, it made me feel so bad. But being mixed, right, especially in Toronto, like my mix could be anything, right? Like it could be a whole bunch of things. So I very have to be conscientious. It is Jamaican and it is Filipino. I do tell people, but I tell them that so proudly, right? And it's like it makes me upset that if you have an opportunity to share who you are and where you're from, why would you try to hide that? Especially in big 2025 guys. Like come on.
And this happened in 2024, so it's not a big difference. So
No, not at all. I'm upset.
I wonder, like, I am curious though, because there was no statement made after, no correction, no anything. So it's like, okay, you're just cool with that loss.
I don't know. I think ever since I could speak, I've always been proud to like yell, "I'm Filipino."
Yeah.
Like legit, always been a proud Filipino, and it's just like why?
I was always proud of my heritage. I think to be vocal and more like out with it wasn't until
the show.
I would say my 20s.
That's okay.
Like even that, like I think, but I also it's all too. I feel like media and growing up, like love JTT, love Nick Carter, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was influenced by whatever. And even that, I don't know if you guys had this growing up, when people wouldn't, like, they're like, oh, I'm Filipino, but I'm also, I have Chinese and Indian in my blood, like, and Spanish. Like, they wanted to claim all the other things. And then actually that just reminds me of that conversation.
Chinese and Spanish, so I have both of them too.
Liz called someone out because they were like, oh, being Filipino, they're like, oh, it was, what did she say? She called it, like, she said, oh, Filipinos are cool now, like, we are...
Trendy? Are we trendy?
Like, it was like, oh, like, we're a trend.
We're taking up space now, that's
But then
why.
Liz was like, we're not this, we're a movement. Oh, what was the line? It was so good. We're not a moment,
we're a movement.
Hey. Exactly.
Shout out, Liz.
We're not just a fad that's in now because y'all just found out about us and
Honestly.
you want lumpia. Like, you know, like, we've been here. But I definitely feel, there's more pride to it now. And
I love that.
Again, this is what Tita Salita is for me. I'm trying to reconnect in an authentic way to my culture.
I'm glad we all share that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I appreciate that.
Actually, I would love to flip that onto you guys. Like, what does Tita Salita mean for you guys coming onto this platform, and what do you want to do with it, or whether it be personal, professional, you know?
And I like little like, ooh, I can't wait to hear this.
I missed the meeting.
It's like reclaiming, you know? Like, I live in a mixed race home. I am the only full race person in my home. It's really, like, weird. And I don't even think, like, my husband or my children, like, of course, my 2-year-old does not know what's going on, but he hasn't went through that process. And I was telling my mother-in-law, like, how do you say, like, aunt in, like, Mandarin or Cantonese? And it's, like, so many different variations. But when I was talking to you, you're like, after our parents pass, like, all of that goes away. And it's such a scary feeling to know, like, bits and parts of you. Like, even if, like, you're learning, it's not the same because they're not there. And, like, that's a whole other level of loss. So it's like, I just feel like it's my duty. Like, I always pronounce his name wrong, but Edsel Lugman, apparently we're related because everyone in the Philippines is related. Of course. But I must be related to him. But he's like a human rights advocate, and he fights for, like, women's rights, reproductive rights. And I'm like, so you just feel like that's a part of you, and it's like, for me not to say anything or to just, like, quiet that voice of, like, being proud, and everyone's probably like, why are you, like, talking about being Filipino all of a sudden? This is weird. But for me, like, I'm not mestiza. Like, I'm very dark. I've always been super, super dark. And you kind of, like, go into this category of, she's just another Filipino girl. Like, and you're, like, even, like, your attributes, like, it's just, like, you have the dark Filipinos, you have the light Filipinos, and then, like, when you're in that category, like, even, like, you don't even think you're beautiful anymore. So, like, when things like Shay Mitchell, like, that happens, it's like, man, we have to really fight and claw our way, you know, to even be considered.
You start doubting your value again.
So I just, for me, it's reclaiming. And, like, showing my daughter, like, this is a part of you, don't lose it.
Ooh.
You know? So that's for me.
Goosebumps. I felt that one. Can we go over for this one?
Can we go over for this one?
Okay, cool.
Okay. Honestly, I feel the same way. Again, being mixed race, people always feel like I have to claim a side, or I'm not Filipino enough, or I'm not Jamaican enough. And it's like, who gets to decide what that is? Like, I feel like I get to decide what that is. So I'm really honored that you guys, first of all, even when you mentioned me, I was honored that you guys even thought I was Filipina enough to join the podcast.
Of course,
and like, same thing, like, I lost both of my grandparents now. My Lola passed away just about a year ago. She was, I felt like, my last connection to, like, my Filipino heritage, like, culturally through the country. My dad moved here when he was 5, like, grew up in Scarborough, so he's, like, Scarborough Filipino, right? Like, he's not Philippines Filipino. Like, shout out Tito. Yeah, you guys know what I mean by that. So he pretty much is more or less Canadian, right? And I was like, I'm losing these pieces of my culture, which again, also as a parent, like, I have to explain to my kids what being Filipino means. So I actually made a very specific point that when I had my son, my first child, I told my dad, like, he's gonna call you Lolo. So I wasn't allowed to call my grandmother Lola. Like, she had her own things about it as well. But I was like, it's really important to me. You are his last living relative that's going to connect him to the Filipino heritage. He needs to hold on to that right now. So I made a very important point that, like, my son is calling him Lolo. And my kids, they love Lolo. Lolo's their best friend. But even I had a conversation with my son the other day. I was like, do you know what Lolo means? And he was like, no. He's like, oh, I know it means grandpa. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, it means grandpa in Tagalog. He's like, what's Tagalog? And I'm like, I'm like, this is my job. I have to teach you. So now again, also thank you to this podcast. It's like I'm being a lot more intentional, making sure I'm sharing that culture with my kids and bringing on these type of traditions. So thank you, and it's really powerful and important for me. And I think it's cool because we all have to grow as people in our own ways.
Yeah.
And I see this as just another venue, an outlet for myself to celebrate in my culture.
I'm like beaming inside.
I'm like-
Do you understand why we chose them now? Exactly why. Oh, so happy to have you
That
guys
was
here. No,
beautiful.
you guys
Thank you.
both gave me chills. Just explaining that, and then also just the feeling of unity, because that is the mission of Tita Salita and what this podcast is. So
I appreciate you guys, honestly.
I can't think of a better way
good.
to end right now. So thank you for joining us. We are your new titas, okay? You know where to find us every week, same time, same place. Have an amazing week. Don't forget to use your phrase.
Wait.
Okay, let's try one more time. Let's try one more time. Subukan mo.
Subukan mo. Try it.
Padayon lang. Padayon lang.
Come back again. Subukan mo. Come back. Hang out with us. But until then, ingat.
Ingat.
Sige.
Sige.
Got a little too